Hello, welcome to Inkmints. I'm Noah. I'm a 2D animator and an artist. Today I'm going to be practicing some animation effects. Specifically, I'm going to be doing fire. So we're going to be doing fire effects. It's going to be really simple, so feel free to join. If you have animation software, go ahead and fire it up. So you can do this on pieces of paper and just kind of flip through it. You're going to be doing something pretty simple, nothing too crazy. So I've already set up my project here in Clip Studio Paint. If you would like to see a more in-depth process of how I do this, specifically in Clip Studio Paint, let me know in the comments. I'd love to do a tutorial on that. But if you don't have Clip, I also recommend Procreate Dreams, Toon Squid. If you have ToonBoom Harmony, that works great. Adobe Animate. Yeah, those are some great options. And of course, pencil and paper work just as well. All right, getting started. I'm going to start a little blockout pass just for this first part. We'll be working in just black for now. So I'm going to establish my ground and just kind of the general shape I want my fire to be. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, something like that. Turn my onion skin on there so you can see what I was doing. There we go. Yeah, I won't be going in too depth in terminology like keyframes, in-betweens, onion skin. Save that for a later day, later tutorial if you want. The idea is that you don't necessarily need to understand all of that for right now, just for this animation. It's pretty simple. Just follow along and you end up with something pretty cool. Alright, I'm on frame 3 for me. I really want to start stretching and squeezing this fire. It's going to be kind of like a campfire, so I want it to start low and get higher as the flame kind of builds up. And then in this frame, I want to start breaking it apart a little bit. Something like that. That. And then last frame. I kind of want it going back to its original shape of this square. Our first frame, because we want it to loop, so making this a little loop animation. So, nothing too crazy. I want this getting smaller. Alright, let's take a look at what we got so far. That's actually looking pretty good. Just gonna recenter it a little bit, fizzle off to me. Alright, I'll make a new folder. Okay, now we're actually going to get to the actual flame part. There's a couple ways we can do flames, but just try to keep it simple, nothing too crazy. The big thing is just remember to have fun with it, for sure. Don't get as abstract or non-abstract as you want. I like doing more spiky shapes for my flames. Some people do more roundy shapes. It's totally fine. But yeah, just go with other shapes you like. Doesn't have to be perfect. The goal here is to capture the feeling of a flame. That's what we're going for right now. Yeah, like little embers coming off. That's what I'm gonna do for mine. Something like that. So that's that first frame. Now I'm gonna start showing it's getting squeezed a little bit. So I'm gonna take this part and kind of shoot it up a little bit. And this part gets a little smaller too. Yeah, something like that, kind of like that. Yeah, you can get kind of goofy with it, for sure. As long as it reads well. Yeah, there we go. That's looking good. Alright, now we're really gonna squeeze it, so I might kind of do like two shapes. So this middle shape, this bottom shape, and then this top shape, and then this middle part's kind of connecting them. Yeah, something like that, maybe. Maybe it's a bit more bulbous or something. Kind of like billows out more at the top. Yeah, something like that. Now it starts to split off. So that'll be kind of up to us how we want to tackle that. But yeah, let's go for fun shapes. Things, shapes that you find interesting. You think that would look cool. That's the cool thing about this animation. As long as it looks cool, you can kind of get away with a lot of nonsense that you put in. Case in point, you can look at the effects animations that have been done in like One Piece or anime. They always had some crazy stuff. All right, last frame. It's kind of, so I'm looking at my green lines. That's my next frame, which is frame 1 for us. And I'm looking at my blue lines, which was our previous frame, and just kind of seeing how to kind of mix it back together. Definitely make this one smaller coming up. This top one smaller as it comes up for sure. Maybe something like that. That was a little smaller. Ooh, I like that. That's looking nice. And something like that. Alright, let's take a look at what we got. Oh, that's looking cool. So depending on what you're doing, I have 5 frames being exposed for 3 frames. So this first frame is 1, 2, 3, new drawing. 1, 2, 3, new drawing. So on and so forth. That's what you kind of get this cool timing. All right, moving on. Don't need that layer anymore. I'm gonna make a new folder. And for this one, I'm just gonna add some color just to help it stand out a little bit. Okay, for this one, this part I'm just going to use a light yellow. Nothing crazy. Just make the brush a little bit bigger. Yeah, I'm just going to paint our yellow. And not too crazy. This is to help it stand out against the white paper or background, whatever you're using. And there you go, we got a little flame. And there you go, and there's our final flame. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, a little practice together. There'll be more in the future, and hope to do other things other than fire effects and maybe some different effects as well. If you want to see more animation, go ahead and let me know in the comments. And yeah, I'll wrap this up. Thank you again for your time. Have a great day.